It's Madden NFL 24, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Ravens and the Commanders on Monday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Mahomes' throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. It's a gain of 14 down 2 to 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'll check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 16 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Ravens had 10-3 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
19 Lions, 18 Pioneer.
Now Richardson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. On third down, Robinson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job is pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers.
And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 20.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Try to power it in with Arma. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run for it with Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tank Bigsby. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we get a chance to put points on the board. From the 25, here's second down and 3. On the draw, Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 3 yards. And a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Yeah. Throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the top. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Fighting through pressure. And that will be incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second and a couple.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Armstead will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Trevor Lawrence. A strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jalen Hurts, very solid in the win, as his guys figure to be a team to be reckoned with. They now move to 11-3. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. You finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. This taken in by Kincaid. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Okay,
From the
break.
5, here's 2nd and 2. Second down and a run by Robinson. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Richardson back to throw it. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Armstead looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action, Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will Anderson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Second down, here's Richardson. And incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Armstead running straight ahead. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Mahomes now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw once more. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Whoa, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with it.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's caught inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
That's caught at the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put the... and determination into that carry, the end result.
Another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive, and at 85 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Commanders in control of the football as we rejoin the action in the fourth quarter. Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick slant, Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Richardson. This taken in by Kincaid. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Very... chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Slide for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go now.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete to Dotson. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Baltimore, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.